This presentation of Dallas Cowboys football is also brought to you by Bank of America, official bank of the Dallas Cowboys. DraftKings. Play for free today at DraftKings.com, America's favorite one-week fantasy football site. And by Ford. Visit your local North Texas Ford dealer. Ford is the best in Texas.
It is time for Dallas Cowboys football. It's the Cowboys hosting the Houston Texans here at AT&T Stadium in Arlington to close out the preseason for 2016. I'm Bill Jones along with Babe Loffenberg as usual. And as usual for the fourth preseason game, we are joined by the playmaker, Michael Irvin. Great to have you, Michael.
Great to be here, guys. I love this last preseason game and working with you guys every year.
And there's a lot of players playing in this game where this is a very big night for them, Babe.
It certainly is. And, you know, Bill, I often refer to it as the world's longest job interview. Now, they won't make sure if they get the job until Saturday, but for some of these young players, the needle by the end of the night will be moving up or the needle will be moving down. And if the needle is moving down, they are moving out. But we are joined by the playmaker. You like that?
Very good.
We are joined by the... I'm not sure I know this guy, though. When did the banker suit come in?
Yeah,
I mean, you know, I'm ready for some oomph in here.
And I'm low-key, so when we start, the real thing, I got ramp that thing up with the whole bunch of different suits. But you mentioned something, babe. It is a long interview, and it's probably the most physical job interview anyone will ever have, too, out here tonight.
You never had the appreciation for this, though. You were a first-rounder. You didn't worry about being cut. What about some of these guys?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I wouldn't say I didn't worry about being cut. You know, I think the great ones always feel like somebody's chomping at the heels. That's what makes them work so hard. But this is a great opportunity for a lot of these young guys out here. Hey, this is fourth preseason game. They're going to sit a lot of these starters. That's just what you want. You want to get in and get these reps and get on film. So if it doesn't work out here, somebody else saw you somewhere else.
We are ready for kickoff. Let's go down to the sideline and Keith Russell. Keith.
Hey, just to piggyback on what you guys are talking about, not only did we have Michael Irvin on the pregame show, we had head coach Jason Garrett, and he echoed those sentiments, saying while some people think this is a meaningless game because you won't see the starting and the primetime players, there are guys whose lives, not just careers, whose lives are on the line. And the Cowboys coaching staff has a hard job between now and Saturday afternoon when they have to trim that roster to 53. It's going to be a matter of who performs the best and who wants it the most, fellas.
All right, Keith. And we are set for kickoff. Nick Novak, the kicker for the Houston Texans, about to tee up that football. And for the Cowboys deep, Darius Jackson, will be seeing a lot of him at running back, and we'll see some Rod Smith at running back as well tonight. Those are the two deep men for the Cowboys as we get set for preseason game number 4, the final stop before the 2016 regular season opener, September 11th against the New York Football Giants right here at AT&T Stadium. Novak puts his foot into it and kick down to the goal line, taken by Jackson, the 6th-round pick. And he's to the 20-yard line, tripped up at that point. And that's where Jamil Showers and the Cowboys will take over on offense. Jamil Showers, in his second year out of UTEP, started his college career at Texas A&M. And you're going to see a lot of Jamil Showers tonight as Dak Prescott, the starting quarterback for the Cowboys, will not play tonight. They don't want to risk injury with Prescott, and it's a great opportunity for Showers to show what he can do. You see his numbers from this preseason, which has occurred in the second half of preseason games so far. From the 20-yard line, Darius Jackson behind him in the backfield. And they'll throw on first down, looking for Jackson, and he is hit immediately as he makes the grab at the 21-yard line. Miller Lite starting lineups for the Cowboys, brought to you by Miller Lite, the only beer of the Cowboys. Chaz Green, keep a lookout on him at left tackle, number 79. Boston Stuyvesant, Joe Looney, Jake Brindle out of Plano East High School, starting at guard. The wide receivers, Devin Street, Vince Bailey, and at tight end, you got Jeff Swaim, and you've got Austin Traylor out of Wisconsin. 2nd and 9 from the 21. Big hole for Jackson, and he gets about 5.
Well, I've liked this kid since the first time I saw him in minicamp, Bill, and He just keeps those shoulders parallel, gets his shoulders down. Just a workmanlike runner, and I'll be honest with you, right now you could start any one of 4 running backs and I'd be okay with him. McFadden, obviously, who's injured, but Zeke Elliott, Alfred Morris, this kid, behind this offensive line, I think they all can run the football.
That's a great compliment, Dave, that you just gave that kid.
He's really been impressive, Michael.
3rd down from the 27. There's a whistle at the snap.
False start, number 79 offense, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
And that's Carl Sheffers, our referee tonight.
You guys know what's interesting as we talk about these young guys, and I look at this offensive line. The number 1 offensive line has done such a great job in the preseason, and you want to see how much these young guys pick that up. You saw that first hole; it was a big hole. You don't want that mistake, but you want them to eat everything they can from that number 1 offensive line.
3rd and long for Showers. And he overshoots his intended target, Jeff Swaim, on the left side. It's punt time for the Cowboys.
And Jameel Showers he hasn't been able to lead his team into the end zone. He's done it once, hasn't led points, but the problem is he's been in with that 2nd and 3rd offensive line. He hasn't had protection. You see right there, they go from a 3rd and 4, get the penalty. Now it's 3rd and 9. Now it becomes more difficult, and it's just been a kind of a difficult preseason for Jameel Showers in the sense that guys are dropping balls. He doesn't get protection. It's been a little rough.
From inside the 20-yard line, Williams on the return for Houston. Gets it out to the 37-yard line. That's where Houston will take over on offense. We haven't seen a lot from the draft picks of the Cowboys this year, but we have seen a little bit of this guy, number 96, Malik Collins, and we're going to see some more of him tonight, it looks like. The 3rd-round pick out of Nebraska. He was injured in the offseason, came back and made a tackle last week, made the start against Seattle last week. As the Cowboys rest a lot of their starters tonight, that's a guy to keep an eye on, number 96.
It's when you know you haven't exactly been dominating on the defensive line when you say, he made a tackle. I'm like 4 sacks and a forced fumble. He made a tackle.
Pick up to the 39-yard line as the Miller Lite starting lineups for the Cowboys on defense. Brought to you by Miller Lite. Ryan Russell out of Carrollton Creekview High School, number 99 at Purdue University. Cedric Thornton is in there, number 92, who is the unrestricted free agent pickup from the Eagles. Lawrence Okoye and Rodney Coe. The linebackers, Derek Akune out of North Texas and North Garland. Brandon Hepburn in the middle. Deion King. Deji Olatoye and Anthony Brown are the corners. Kayvon Frazier, one of the safeties, a 6th-round pick. Keep an eye on him. It's going to bring up a 3rd down for the Texans. Kenny Hilliard again on the run.
I asked Leon Lett about his defensive line and the unit that he has. He said, Michael, listen, I may not have the superstar, but I will have all dogs hunting. All dogs must hunt out there on that football field.
And that's one of the big dogs right there making the tackle on the last play, David Irving. Missed last week's game against Seattle with an injury, but back playing and starting tonight and makes a nice tackle right there.
First 3rd down situation for Tom Savage, the backup quarterback for the Texans. Of course, Brock Osweiler is the starter. And it's complete on the left side for a 1st down. And that's Keith Mumphrey.
So Leon Lett basically said, I got a bunch of guys. I don't have a Leon Lett.
Right. Leon Lett, Charles Haley. There were quite a few back then, but he loves it, man. He loves it. Babe, I just think it's so fascinating to see him in that role. You know, how much he gets
Coaching.
into it,
Yeah.
and he gets the guys going, and he was as quiet as he was. And I think that was Savage back there, Bill. They took Osweiler out.
Savage at the 48-yard line.
An easy little pitch and catch there on that little stop route. I want to talk to you as we progress in this game, Michael, about some of these receivers and the routes they're running. And to me, you see a lot of poorly run routes at this level still.
Yeah. But that's coming from where they're coming from now. You know, and I've said this a number of times. It's no longer beat your man. It's system beat system.
Yeah.
People run to spots and wait as opposed to learning how to win
that
in a
spread
route.
offense that they're running in
right,
college.
in the spread offense.
High formation behind Savage. Not much there for the Texans there. Cowboys run defense comes through, and we talked about Cedric Thornton earlier, and David Irving is a guy in that rotation on defense. The Cowboys need him to play big the first 4 games of the season, especially with DeMarcus Lawrence out with the suspension.
Got a lot of talent. You know that Rod Marinelli, the Cowboys defensive coordinator and defensive line coaches, whatever talent he has, he's going to get it out of him. One of the really outstanding coaches in the NFL.
Savage throws complete to the near sideline, and it's another first down for the Texans, and that's Jalen Strong.
The Texans really have some pretty good wide receivers out here. They've done a great job in really boosting that core.
DJ Olatole, that's the second hook route right there that he's got thrown on him. He just a little bit late reacting to the football.
But, babe, I like seeing his aggression at this moment. You know, he said, I'm trying to make a play and make an impression right here, right now.
First down for the Texans at the 31. They give up the middle. Struggling forward for about 3 yards is Kenny Hilliard out of LSU, 7th-round draft pick last year.
And you talk about those receivers, Michael, for Houston. They had one of the fewest long ball completions in the NFL last year in terms of the Cowboys had the fewest 30-plus yard completions at 12. Houston right behind them, second at 15. So they had to get better at that wide receiver position. They took some speed in Will Fuller, 4.32 guy from Notre Dame. They also took Braxton Miller in the third round. So
both of those guys are my game changer guys.
Is that right?
That I keep in contact with and that I had on the show to work with, and they're going to be great young players.
Up the middle for a couple. Braxton Miller, number 13 for the Texans, who was, of course, a quarterback at Ohio State. Exciting young player, as well as Will Fuller. They needed someone who could take the top off of defense, and Will Fuller is that guy.
Well, and they had DeAndre Hopkins, who caught 111 balls last year.
Who's a beast.
Yeah, but caught more balls, Michael, than the other wide receivers combined.
All put together.
So they said, we got to rectify that situation. So they went out and they took a guy in the first, and Will Fuller. And then in the third, they went back and got Braxton Miller. By the way, scored more touchdowns than any player in Ohio State history, 88. That's amazing when you consider Ohio State football. The guy knew how to get the ball in the end zone.
Another third down for the Texans, and another third down conversion for the Texans, as that's Hakeem Hunt on the receiving end.
Here's what I like too, guys. We talk about those wide receivers, Michael, and teams always say we don't draft for need, we take the best available player. Well, Houston was terrible on offense. They were great on defense last year. So what do? First 4 picks are on offense. Right. So I always love, they say, we don't draft for need. Oh, yeah, you do. They say, we need wide receivers. So they took 2 right at the top.
You went and got you a quarterback in the offseason.
That's right. Too. Spent a lot of money to get Brock Osweiler. First down from the 18. Savage out of Pitt, actually went to 3 different colleges. Fumble.
Opportunity.
Scooped up. And the Cowboys will take over. Jeff Heath, the opportunistic Jeff Heath.
All right, I'm gonna have to watch that. I have to be up here working, not get caught in fan mode and yell things like that out. You know what I'm saying? It's always the hardest thing in the world when you're here, and I bleed.
After
Cowboys.
The interception, tripping number 3 of the passing team. That 10-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play. First down, timeout.
Don't make good tacklers, except for Andrew Luck.
Tom Savage called for the tripping, and the Cowboys back on offense in a moment. Cowboys force the turnover. Jeff Heath comes up with the loose football here midway of the first quarter. Let's take another look.
There's the strip right there, and none of them are quite ready for that. But now Tom Savage, the quarterback, called for a trip at the end of this thing. You tell me. Did he trip? No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Oh, yes, he did. Oh, yes, he did. He came to the sideline and said, I didn't do it. It's like when you tell your parents.
Do you have to make contact on the trip?
Yeah, that light leg. Yeah, and they do that for safety because you could blow a guy's knee out right there by whipping that leg around.
So the Cowboys and Jameel Showers at the 39-yard line. There's Darius Jackson for 3 to the 42.
And there's a certain part of me, Michael, that thinks they should teach quarterbacks how to tackle, because you are the kind of last line defense many times. But by the same token, it's not setting up a real positive reinforcement, is it? When you say, okay, after you guys throw the interception, let's work on getting the guy to the ground.
Yeah, and your boy Savage said there, hey, listen, I'll give you the 15. I can't give you the 6.
Exactly.
I can't give you the 6.
Not above tripping a man.
Play fake, roll out, looking downfield, has his man. That's a first down to Lucky Whitehead.
A nice throwing catch. And Michael, this is the exact same ball that Lucky Whitehead dropped last week. Same play from Dak Prescott on the rollout, but makes a nice grab here.
Makes a beautiful grab here. And also, Showers, as you talked about it earlier, when he has the time, clean pocket, gets outside the pocket, and just delivers that football. You know, when I visited the Cowboys right before that first preseason game, everyone was talking about Showers being a little bit ahead of Dak Prescott at the time. Of course, after the preseason games, things kind of changed a little.
And there were a lot of people were talking about that after the off-season workouts, the OTAs.
Right.
Of course, he had been here with the Cowboys last year as well. It's Andy Jones to the 41-yard line.
I want to ask you about Andy Jones, Michael, because in mini camps and OTAs,
love the kid.
He was doing great, and then he comes out. Was the stage too big? I mean, he came from Jacksonville. He said we're about 5,000 fans.
Yeah, love the kid, but he does need time to take all of this in.
Yeah.
But all the other things, he does well.
Yeah.
And he works hard in the weight room. He's just that kind of kid, but he has to get used to this stage.
And I think he's going to be a great guy to add to your practice squad, get better, really good athlete, runs 4.5, 40-inch vertical jump, but just needs a little more time to adjust.
You saw there's a new player on the Cowboys sideline wearing number 14 as Showers on second down gives to Darius Jackson. He's near the first down. That number 14 is Gerard Johnson, the former Texas A&M Aggie. Wait a second. You're never a former Texas A&M Aggie. He did play quarterback for A&M, and this is actually his 10th professional team. He was signed today. The Cowboys needed a quarterback to be the backup quarterback today in case something happened to Jamil Showers.
Cannot risk putting that Prescott out of there. And when I spoke earlier about Jamil Showers, I wasn't talking about it as of just raising up that. I was also raising him up. I'm saying they love this kid.
Little zone read action there. Showers, and there's a first down. We saw that with Prescott a week ago at Seattle, and we see it again here with Showers.
Yeah, both of them kind of the same type of player in terms of mobility. You have to wonder, too, though, you don't want to get Showers hurt here tonight, Michael. As Bill mentioned, they've got Jared Johnson, who literally just got to the stadium today. I believe he took his physical in the locker room before today's game. I mean, that's how quick this has all happened. So he's not going to know a whole lot of this offense.
But Showers, like Dak Prescott, he has what I call feet gifts. And I love that they have incorporated it into the offense.
Feet gifts.
That's a new thing I'm going to
There you go. All right. Deep downfield and over the head of Devin Street, who was double covered, and there is a flag.
They were bumping all up that sideline. Maybe bumping a little too much. Probably going to be in the spot where it's illegal contact as opposed to a pass interference, but we'll see. Carl Schefflers will figure this one out.
Bill O'Brien, the head coach of the Texans, in his third
Pass
year.
interference, defense, automatic, first down.
Okay, and that's a spot foul, meaning ball will go to the spot of the foul. There's Devin Street with a pretty good release. Boy, not too much there. Looks like Devin may have pulled up a little, did he?
Yeah, and I would still like to see him just have an opportunity, especially if you know you have that flag.
Yeah.
Put the ball anywhere and give him an opportunity.
Well, O'Brien certainly doesn't like the call, but they rarely do.
32, Robert Nelson, the guilty party. And nothing there for Darius Jackson. Brandon Dunn on the stop, second-year man out of Louisville. If you look at the Cowboys and their backfield, Darius Jackson wanting to put together a good game today. A lot of people think that they might keep Jackson in addition to the running backs they already have who you know are going to make the roster. That would be Zeke Elliott as well as Alfred Morris and Lance Dunbar. Hit as he throws, and misses his target, Andy Jones.
But in grading that, guys, I do say, I look at Showers. If I'm a coach grading that, I said, hey, he stood in that pocket. It didn't work. He took the hit. He stood in the pocket. Now I'm going to work on my protection a little bit more.
Unfortunately, that's just the way it's gone for Showers. And I don't know if you want to be just a little quicker in that read and get the ball out, but just seems like he's made good throws, and good throws have been dropped, and then the protection isn't there. And even that first play, you got 1st and 10, and then you lose 2 in the running game, and now you're 2nd and 12, and now you get an uphill battle.
That was Devin Still who hit him.
Oh, just walk the dog.
There you go. Jackson into the end zone. Touchdown.
Walk the dog. Houston blitz.
That's how you beat it right there.
It was a great call at a great time, but it still needed the great execution.
Boy, that was perfect. Well, I mean, the minute there developed a big chasm between the defensive line and linebackers on the blitz and the secondary, and as soon as he caught this, you said, okay, this one's to the house.
And there was no one to block.
Joe Looney got one at the end there, the center, number 63. But he was already in the end zone by this time. Watch the block to the right of your screen right there. Just leave him alone. Had a birthday yesterday, though, so I guess he celebrated it today.
Dan Bailey from the right hash mark is true. And with 3:12 to play in the first quarter, the Cowboys are on the board first. Darius Jackson finds the end zone on the delivery from Jamil Showers. 7-0, Cowboys lead the Texans here late in the first quarter. The scoring drive brought to you by Ford, 61 yards in 8 plays. After they got the turnover, and Darius Jackson, it's an 18-yard touchdown reception.
I'm not one for cutting teams and getting them down to 53, and that's a coach's job, but I don't know how you keep Darius Jackson off your football team.
Yeah, I don't think they will. Yeah. But maybe there's also some talk about McFadden possibly being traded that can give him some room.
As the return, there's a flag down. McFadden has been on the non-football injury list, NFI, since the start of training camp, and he can start the season on NFI, and he would miss the first 6 weeks of the season if they put him on NFI, and that's where he looks like he's headed right now.
During the return, illegal block in the back, number 36 return team. Half the distance to the goal, first down, timeout.
So the Texans take over on offense. The first team offensive line stays busy on that Cowboys sideline. Game is brought to you by AT&T, mobilizing your world. Texans deep in their own end of the field after the penalty on the kickoff. 7-0, Cowboys lead it. Tom Savage at quarterback. By the way, the third stringer for the Texans is Brandon Whedon, a former Cowboy. We'll be seeing Whedon later tonight. And a pickup of 5 or 6. Let's take a look as Steven Anderson makes that catch.
Yeah, and this is a great example. We're going to see Matt Bulla right here, the linebacker. He's on what you call a read dog. So when Darius Jackson comes up, appears that he's blocking, he's going to try to hold him into protection by coming. But he's actually got him in coverage. So when Jackson sets up, now he said, oh no, that's my guy. And it's off to the races.
6 points for the Cowboys. On second down, and in trouble is Savage. Gets it to Hakeem Hunt, who's brought down immediately by Anthony Brown, who's had an impressive preseason.
Again, you never know what the defense is going to call, but it's the perfect call there because as Darius Jackson sets up to pass block, Bulla is going to hold him in by coming after him.
And his patience is what makes that play.
Yep.
Jackson's patience
let him pass
in making
and
that play. Right.
He had to be thinking, oh no, you're really not going to do this, are you?
Right.
My guy is just going to the corner.
A young guy like that's like, if you come, it's a touchdown.
Yeah.
You have to be patient in there.
Third down for the Texans. The third-round pick last year.
They got him twice on that route over there, Michael. The third time, De La Toya comes up, makes the play.
Here again, the part I like about it, is the aggression from the defensive back. It's like, okay, I'm not going to sit back and play scared. I have to make an impression. And he stopped. Big stop on third down.
Shane Leckler, 40 years old. With the punt, Dax Swanson brought down immediately at the Cowboys' 43-yard line.
You talk about pinning the guy to the sideline. There it was. Dax Swanson had about 3 inches to the right.
Leckler, 44 yards on the punt. He's done that a time or two in his career. Football is back, and you can see it live right here at AT&T Stadium. Single game tickets are available for most 2016 home games. Go to DallasCowboys.com for tickets.
And that's another thing that Jamil Showers has not been blessed with in his 3 preseason games. Good field position, but he's got it right here.
And had pretty good field position on the last drive, and they went 61 yards for a touchdown. That's Rod Smith on the first down carry. So Darius Jackson will get a relief tonight as Smith on the carry. Smith trying to make the team as a fullback, but he does have a history as a running back in his college career and in high school.
It was interesting. He was a running back, as you mentioned, Bill, and Jason Garrett talked in training camp about how they teach that fullback, or they're teaching him, go at it like a runner. Go find the hole like a runner. And I thought, well, that's counterintuitive. The runner wants to avoid the tackler, and the fullback wants to go hit him.
Wants to blow him up.
Yeah, get a little running back time tonight, though. Keith Smith in front of him at fullback, a former linebacker.
Smith trying to find a hole. Picks up a couple to midfield. Of course, Smith is the brother of Jalen Smith, the Cowboys' second-round draft pick,
who I had the pleasure of announcing at that draft. I still held on to that card, and I told him I will get him to sign it one day in that room in Canton, because I believe this kid has that kind of skill set.
Wow. Already?
This is a phenomenal player. If he gets back on the field and anything near what he was,
and then after, can I buy it on eBay after he signs it? Are you going to do that deal?
I'm going to hit you, baby. I'm going to hit you big for that price now.
I love it.
And there's a first down at the 42. Max Bulla said it's not, and now the officials agree. Devin Street can't come up with it, apparently.
Ruling on the field as the pass is incomplete. 4th down.
And see, guys, they're not often times that I tell people. You talked about Will Fuller on the other side. People complained about him catching the ball in his body too often. That play right there is a perfect play of when you should catch the ball in your body, because you can put your arms up under the ball and protect the ball from the ground, or if the ball's up in your chest or high, you can protect it from the hit. And I told Will Fuller that. I said, don't allow people to mess with your confidence with that.
Coming your way, coming your way.
Matt Weil, the punter. And it's a fair catch called for at the 12-yard line by Wendell Williams. A 38-yard punt by Weil, the man from Michigan. 4 seconds left in the first quarter. Cowboys lead it 7-0. John Deere, that's John Deere, the official tractor of the Dallas Cowboys. Find a dealer near you at myjohndeeredealer.com. Great shot there from overhead here at AT&T Stadium. Final seconds of the first quarter. Look who's in at quarterback for the Texans. That would be one Brandon Whedon, wearing number 5 for Houston. And a give off tackle, muscling his way forward for about 5 yards. That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Cowboys enjoying a 7-0 lead here at AT&T Stadium. Second quarter coming your way in just a moment. Jeff Heath, yes, and Jamil Showers doing a job. Work by Jim Campbell called Exploded View, located on the Hall of Fame level here at Entry A at AT&T Stadium. Campbell uses 3D arrangements of flickering light bulbs to display footage of some of the most iconic plays in Dallas Cowboys history. Second quarter here in Arlington. Brandon Whedon on 2nd and 4. Throws incomplete, looking for Mumphrey. Third down for the Texans. You got Bill Jones, Babe Loffenberg, and Michael Irvin. And Bill O'Brien in his 3rd year with the Texans.
Yeah, 2, 9, and 7 years. We got a flag down. Carl Shuffers and his crew will figure this one out. But you look at Bill O'Brien, and I don't know, maybe for the first time.
Foul, face mask, number 67 defense. 15-yard penalty, first down.
That'll be a first down. Not for the first time because, of course, they met 2 years ago. But you've got a coach from Brown, and you've got a coach from Princeton. Bill O'Brien went to Brown. Jason Garrett, of course, a Princeton graduate. I asked Bill O'Brien on the field earlier, I said, so could you not get into Princeton or could he not get into Brown? How did that work? No, I couldn't get into Princeton. And oddly enough, Bill O'Brien was a linebacker and a defensive end in college, right? And now he's the quarterback guru.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So did the Ivy League education give him the ability then to be a quarterback guru?
Well, I think you look at it and you say, let's see, where is all the money made? Oh, okay, it's on the offensive side of the ball. I think I'll learn how to coach quarterbacks. No, but he's done a great job. Hey, last year, Houston, Bill O'Brien started 4 different quarterbacks that won games for him. First time since 1950 that a team has had 4 different quarterbacks that win a game. And we know the struggles, obviously, the Cowboys had. And, of course, he won one of those games with Brandon Whedon.
That's a great point, though, Bill. Babe.
Yeah, it's Babe. Babe makes a good point. He's kind of along for the ride. Thank you, Michael.
The smart men know to coach the quarterback. And both of these are smart men who coach the quarterback.
Isn't that funny?
And, of course, Brandon Whedon was 0-3 as a Cowboys starting quarterback last year.
And that first pass, the receiver was wide open, and he missed that. And I don't mind saying something fell in the bottom of my stomach. Like, oh, I remember seeing that last year.
See that
I don't want to see that.
You know what else a smart man does? He figures out, hey, if I coach this Tom Brady guy in New England, I look a lot smarter. And that's what Bill O'Brien did.
And then, of course, after that, he was the head coach at Penn State. And was the National Coach of the Year at Penn State, what all they were going through, and then got the Texans job. There's Whedon completing one out to Mumphrey for a first down.
And, Michael, if you didn't know better, they don't game plan in this thing, but you'd think they're picking on DJ Olatoye over there, wouldn't you?
Right, and he's right there every time. It just shows you, it's just such a game of inches. And you're right there every time, and you're missing. Right there is just not good enough.
But I don't know how you coach it any better, really. I mean, it's like that's just
somehow the Deion Sanders.
Yeah, no kidding.
They get that play. I don't know why.
Hilliard makes a man miss, makes another man miss, and has a first down.
I always remember the Atlanta game, Michael, which I try to forget. Obviously, in 1990, I almost got you killed, but I knew Deion Sanders was going to undercut a blitz breakoff because we hit one earlier to Kelvin Martin. I knew he was going to try to get under it. Sure enough, he did. So I was going to loft it over him. He went up, picked it off, took it. And I came back. I said to Troy, if I'd thrown that 6 inches higher, we've got a touchdown. Troy just looked at me and said, if you'd thrown it 6 inches higher, he'd have just jumped 6 inches. Which was not what I wanted to hear. But Troy's brutally honest.
That's a brilliant response. That's a brilliant comeback by Troy.
Yeah, but it's supposed to give a guy confidence and say you're exactly right. Just missed it.
It's supposed to be an encouraging word on the sideline.
Oh my God.
I was looking for that, hey, I like your tie. I like your tie, too.
I just see Troy.
Oh, can you see? Yeah.
I just see him listening to you, and then he kind of waits a moment, let you get it out, and then come back and say, babe, actually.
6 inches higher. And he would have. And it's to your point, though, Michael. You say you can't defend it any better, and yet Deion Sanders, one of those really, they learn how to defend
it. They do it, man.
Not only do they knock it down, they go the other way with it.
They do it.
I hate that Troy guy now that I think about it.
That's some funny stuff.
Whedon looking deep downfield, has a man streaking towards the end zone, overshoots Mumphrey.
So we talked about how aggressive the corner has been. They were trying to take advantage of that aggression with the double move right there.
And they had it.
Yes, you just got to put air up under that ball.
Exactly. I thought it was a little bit thrown on the line. I don't know what Olatoye was doing sitting on his heels because it just ran right by him, never got his hips turned. I'm serious now. They do not game plan for these. They just are running their offense, but it seems like they say, okay, we're going to throw every ball at number 29 tonight.
Olatoye said, he's playing the sticks.
Yeah.
28, Dax Swanson is on the other side. Less than 5 here. And easy pickings there for the first down to Williams on the other side. Let's go down to the sideline and Keith Russell. Keith. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not Keith. It's Dak Prescott on the sideline. And we're talking to Dak Prescott. Hello, Dak. How you doing?
Good. How are y'all doing?
Doing great. What's the view like from down on the sideline? What you seeing out of Jameel Showers tonight?
He's done well. I mean, he's getting the ball out quick. He's going through the game plan, doing exactly what the coach is asking him to do.
Dak, this is Babe Loffenberg. How much did you want to play in this game tonight just to give yourself a little bit more experience of playing NFL football?
I definitely wanted to get in there at least a series or two just to stay in the game, the speed of the game. Just get in there, get some reps, see another defense in the NFL, and just get out there and have some fun.
Did you find out you don't get a vote, Dak? You find that out?
Yeah, I found that out pretty quick. It doesn't matter what I say.
Hey, Future, how are you, buddy? This is Michael Irvin, man.
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing very well, Future. I want to talk to you about both of you guys being able to start in that backfield next week. I know you and I have had private conversations about you guys being the future of this football team, but have you guys had any conversations about that, you and Ezekiel Elliott?
Me and Zeke, I just think we come in with kind of the same mindset every day, is to get better. I definitely know the way he works. He's going to get better, so really not much has to be said between us two. We're excited to be back there together. We know it can be dynamic.
First charge, timeout, Dallas.
Cowboys call a timeout here. Dak, what for you as you made your progression from Mississippi State here to the National Football League, has it come easier than you thought it might have?
No, I wouldn't say it comes easier. I mean, I've got great coaching between Coach Garrett, Coach Lynn, and Coach Wilson, all teaching me the right things, putting me in the right situation, and calling great plays for me to show my strengths. It just made it go a lot smoother, I'd say.
Dad, I always tell people you can have a certain gifts, physical gifts and everything, but it's great when you fit and you have the right offense that fits your gifts. How do you feel when you play in this offense? Do you feel like it's comfort, it fits your gifts?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've got amazing playmakers around me. I mean, you count the Pro Bowls between the guys of Jason Witten, Des Bryant, the whole offensive line. And then you got a great running back in Ezekiel Elliott around you. There's not much I have to do. The pressure's never been on me. I just go out there, I play my game. And as I said before, coaches call the plays to allow me just to play free.
Dak, how much do you think playing in the SEC helped prepare you for what you're seeing here in the National Football League?
A ton. I mean, SEC fans and players from the SEC like to say that it's the next best thing from the AFC and the NFC, and then it goes to SEC. So I think it's helped me a lot.
That you're so buttoned up, man, and you do everything great. I don't even understand. I don't know if you understand the enormity of being the Dallas Cowboys quarterback as a rookie. I don't want to put any pressure on your head, but this is huge, man. Forget being correct. This is huge. Do you understand that?
I mean, it's all football to me. I mean, I don't know if it's ever going to hit me that I'm playing for my favorite team growing up or I'm playing for America's team. It's all about just going in for me. I just want to put my best effort out there on film each and every day at practice and especially during the game. So I don't know if it'll hit me, but I'm going to have fun until it does.
Hey, Dak, I heard Michael Irvin. This will encourage you, okay? I heard Michael Irvin on the Dan Patrick Show this week, and he said that he thought Dak Prescott was the best quarterback coming out of this draft, and he told the Cowboys that too. Now, unfortunately, they didn't listen to him because they took you in the 4th round instead. But that should encourage you a little bit there, Dak.
I mean, it worked out. Everything happens for a reason. I fell in the right spot, and I'm glad to be here, and it's all going to work out perfect.
And I told that. I told that. And I said to him I said that to him long before the first preseason game, how much I believed in him. And what he's done is just really shown everybody else how talented he is. Talk to me about your relationship, your confidence, your connection with Des Bryant right now and the work that you guys have got in this preseason.
Yeah, I mean, he's a fantastic receiver. He's a fun guy just to be around. So me and him, I mean, anytime we're walk.
Well, Dak, we appreciate you joining us here. Good luck next week against the New York Football Giants as the Cowboys come up with a 4th down stand with the sack of Brandon Weed. Lead the Texans 7-0 here in the second quarter. Dak Prescott, how many quarterbacks were taken before him in the draft? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He was the 8th quarterback taken in the 4th round. But now look through this preseason, and where does he rank? amongst the rookie quarterbacks. Well, he almost ranks, he actually ranks up there amongst all the quarterbacks in the National Football League. 39 out of 50 this preseason.
Want to know where he ranks? He ranks first in completion percentage. He ranks first in passing yards, first in touchdown passes, first in passer rating. And that's everybody, not just rookies.
Right.
And let's just throw in, he's got 2 rushing touchdowns as well.
With those feet gifts.
How about that? It's really been unbelievable, literally unbelievable. If you told me that guy, Michael, was the first pick in the draft, I would have said, okay, good. He's justified that draft spot. But to get him in the 4th with the way he has played has been just amazing. Now, as you said, those Giants come, it'll be a different deal on September 11th.
Showers looking deep downfield, looking for Andy Jones. Can't come up with it.
That was it looked like it even looked like then when you saw the ball go up in the air, like he had something for a second, but got tied up. Yeah. Just got tied up and then jumped maybe just a little too early. You know, sometimes when you're looking at that ball, you think I can stretch out instead of run through it. Instead of trying to run through it, which would give an even more clear view on a possible pass interference.
That's a great point, and it happened to him last week in Seattle. They kind of don't run through the football.
Right.
They get the arms up, and that's a different skill, though, catching that ball 60 yards downfield as your body's jumping up and down.
We didn't able to track that ball.
Showers was able to elude the sack, and a nice pickup here. There is a flag in the Cowboys' backfield.
You know, going back to that, guys, sometimes you lose on the front end, but it really helps you on the back end. You heard him talk about the skill set of the guys that he has around him, the offensive line.
Number 63 offense. That penalty's declined. Result of the play. First down, Houston. The ball was fumbled and recovered by the defense.
And that's 2 fumbles now for Jamil Showers. Had one last week against Seattle on a sack. He's got one today. That's not going to make the head coach happy. You got to take care of the football.
And he was trying to be aggressive, you know, right there, try to get that first down. But you do have to take care of the football.
Gotta love the football.
So after the 4th down stop by the Dallas defense, the Texans take over with the turnover here.
The Cowboys worst in the NFL last year in turnover differential. See at the end of balls, and you're just not, as a quarterback, you're not padded up. You're not used to really running down low like that. Right. You just get your yards and then you get down. He's trying to make a play.
The ruling on the field is a fumble recovered by the defense. That ruling is under review.
Okay. This is not a challenge by the head coach. Any change of possession, automatic booth review, so they do want to get a second look at this.
Tom Savage back out on the field playing quarterback for the Texans. Showers is hoping it will be a reversal. We'll see in a moment. Showers with the fumble on the last play, and now it's being reviewed.
After review, the ruling on the field stands. First down, Houston.
Carl Sheffers, our referee, with the call there. So Houston takes over at the 19.
Just don't want to give that football up right there. Don't want to give it up anywhere.
But especially right there. You know, we always look at turnovers on a quarterback, Dave, and I say that all the time. It's not just that you make the turnover, it's where you make the turnover, more importantly.
It's a great field position as Tom Savage is back in there.
It's interesting. Whedon is standing on the sideline. It appears to be healthy, but...
And under pressure and dropped.
That's exactly what Leon Lett was talking about, right? All dogs must hunt. And they were hunting then.
There's a flag down. 74 is Lawrence Okoye.
Yeah, flag in the secondary.
It's holding. Number 44 defense. 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
It's Derek Akune.
They had a little more time to hunt with that holding.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's what it was.
There's Derek Akune. You see at the bottom of your screen. Yeah, he's getting his money's worth. But right there, that's just lazy. Get your hands off him. Right, Michael?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, he's not impeding him at that point.
And you're playing him the correct way. You got a little help inside right there. Just get ready to go over the top and make the play.
Yeah. And let me make this point. I'm not implying he's lazy. It's just a lazy play of keeping your hands up on the receiver going out. He wasn't even restricting him by that point.
Well, first down from the 14. Picked up a couple.
You talk about Leon Lett. Excuse me, Bill. You talk about Leon Lett, Michael. I remember Tony Wise talking just recently, having dinner, and former offensive line coach for the Cowboys. Jimmy was getting on Tony, wanted to get rid of all the guards, right, for the Cowboys, because nobody was blocking Leon. He said, Jimmy, nobody can block the guy.
Right.
Jimmy was like, our guards are terrible. We got to get rid of them. And Tony Wise said, Jimmy, nobody can block the guy. And then the rest of the league found out nobody could block the guy.
And it was surprising the way Big Cat came on.
7th rounder out of Emporia State.
Boy, and he can get off that football quick. Hilliard all the way down to the first down state.
And I think that's so important that Leon has that story to share with all of these guys. That he came on like that, and a lot of people didn't know who he was.
There he is right there with the headset.
He can use his life experience to bring the best out of these young men. I love old big fella. That's a good man right there.
Yeah. Big Cat connotates two great things, right? You're big and you're quick. And that's what he was.
Right.
That's a good combination.
Quick as a cat.
And I tell Tony Wise, that's why they can't block him.
Inside give to Hilliard. And the swarming Cowboys defense stops him after a yard.
A lot of talk about the Dallas Cowboys defense, this offseason, of course, certainly going into this season. But I always say, guys, defense is about heart and hustle. If you get things going on offense, get some points on the board, that defensive unit, all 11, can get crazy and start making plays and start getting confidence and take it to a whole nother level.
That sounds like the Rod Marinelli defensive approach, too.
Yeah, he's looking on right there saying, let's get after him.
2nd and goal from the 3. Corner of the end zone, it goes incomplete, and that's Kayvon Frazier defending. 6th round safety.
Great job there. Same kind of situation, even though the ball was going to the corner. He could have lazily left his hand hanging on that kid, but he did not. Got his hand off, ran with him hard, and then made a play at the end, jumping up for the ball. Great play there. The sideline is your friend there.
Yeah, and that is nice. Look at that.
That was a great play.
We were talking about, huh?
Isn't that amazing? That's why you love this game, man.
I don't know how they do it back there. I'm serious.
3rd and goal.
A little pass rush here, Bill Jones.
Got rid of it for the corner of the end zone, incomplete. And that's Dax Swanson, a man out of Sam Houston State and Waco La Vega High School.
Great job of getting his head around in the last moment to make sure they don't throw that flag.
Watch too, Michael, when the receiver comes up with his hands, Dax Swanson just goes through the defender's hands right there.
That always, right, and that right there, a lot of times I used to get guys, and they're batting at one arm, as opposed to, and Deion Sanders was great at this, talking about the great ones, the Darrell Greens, the Rod Woodses. They would make sure they come through and rip through your hands. Great job by the young man.
See if the Cowboys can do it again on 4th down. Stopped them last time. Up the middle, fighting for that end zone, and Akeem Hunt is in. Second-year man out of Purdue, Akeem Hunt gets to the end zone on 4th and goal at the 3.
That's when you know it's the preseason, Michael. Houston has gone for the 4th down twice down in here. Once the Cowboys stopped him on a sack, and this time Houston takes it in for the score.
The backer coming in for the Cowboys, and that's a lot of meat coming that way, a lot of power. He has to come in, and I hate to say it, but get low and get feet and bodies down. You can't hit that pow high because that pow pushed him right back into the end zone.
And the extra point by Nick Novak is good, and we are all knotted up at 7 apiece with 4:45 to play in the first half.
Must bring it. It's not just now or never. It's right now or never. So rise up. The time is right now to take what is ours. I love that. I love that.
So what is ours that we are taking?
Right. What, did you not get the subliminal message?
No,
I had
come
my
on.
Super Bowl rings on when I pointed. It's time now to take back what is ours, and I pointed with the Super Bowl rings right at you.
Did you say Super Bowl ring or ring?
I had rings
multiple
on. Rings.
Of us.
Right, exactly.
That gets you fired up for the regular season. Darius Jackson.
That was close to getting out the other way right there.
Yep.
One tackle away.
So the Cowboys take over on offense, all tied up. We come back to AT&T Stadium. Time to recognize tonight's Bank of America Offensive Featured Player of the Game. Tonight's player is number 34, Darius Jackson. We're seeing a lot of him tonight. The rookie, 6th-round draft pick out of Eastern Michigan.
And a little shout-out to Austin Academy in Garland. That's where he went to school. He was 13 and then moved to Illinois, but that's where he was. So he grew up a Cowboys fan.
From the 21-yard line, trying to get to the outside, muscles his way forward for 6 or 7 yards.
And, Michael, I think the Cowboys are becoming a Darius Jackson fan.
Yes, they are. All the Cowboy fans are becoming Darius Jackson's fans. And babe, you hit it. You can't help but love how hard the kid runs right there. You know, he gets through the tackle, lower his shoulder, and get another yard. You really wish good things for him. Quite a few of these guys were Cowboy fans growing up.
Isn't that amazing? Doesn't matter where they grew up.
Man.
Like,
and I was too, and it was a blessing to be on the football team.
Nothing there that time. All right, you got a chance to see Zeke last week. What do you think Zeke really adds to this offense? I mean, he was so impressive last week against Seattle, basically the best defense in the league. And what he did, challenging Cam Chancellor, running over him.
You saw everything in that one preseason game. You saw his ability to hit the hole, his ability to get around the corner. You saw his ability to challenge big hitters like Cam, and you saw his ability to protect when on that play Tony Romo went down, the play he made. It was incredible.
Short of the stakes to Vince Mailey. There's Elliott.
Now, what's your thought on that, Michael? You've got a route like that. You know it's 3rd and 5. You have to get to the sticks, or do you have to run the route where it's designed?
How many times we've been in practice and we've gone over that? You have to go a yard or two beyond the sticks, even if it's 3rd and 8 and the route says 6 yards. Now you have to go a yard or two beyond the sticks and make sure you get that first down. And the quarterback understands that, and he'll adjust the timing of it. That's what you have to do. It blows my mind when that happens. With some young guys. You know what it tells me a lot of times? It tells me that the guy left the huddle thinking about, what route do I run? What route do I run? As opposed to leaving a huddle saying, how do I win on this route? And whenever you do that, you set yourself up for this kind of failure.
And an injured player on the field is Jamil Showers over there on the Cowboys sideline alongside Scott Linehan. I talked about Gerard Johnson being signed today. Cowboys had Austin Davis in as well the last couple of days. He was let go by the Cleveland Browns, former starter with the St. Louis Rams against the Cowboys a couple of years ago. It's going to be interesting to see what happens in the next couple of days as far as that backup quarterback situation.
I don't think that quarterback maneuvering is finished just yet.
Right. So there you see the numbers this preseason that's entering tonight's game.
You know what's interesting, guys? I have guys, I'm learning now how the millennials watch TV. You know, you watch a game, you still have other devices, so you have all the social media going. And I got a guy like Mark Lane saying, I'm on TV calling Dak Prescott the future, like as if it's his first name. That's what I've always called him, and it's almost, it's prophecy. I'm telling you what you are. Go and fulfill this prophecy and make it come to fruition.
I talked to Dak Prescott after that Rams game, and I said, what was the most meaningful text? I'm sure your phone blew up and all that. He said it was from Michael Irvin. So what did you say to him after that game that made it stand out more than
Well, I was just letting him know that he keeps putting those games together. We'll stop hearing this noise about bringing in a veteran backup, and he has to make sure that he continues to get confidence, and the guys around him continue to get confidence in him. I mean, he's just been incredible, man. He listens. He wants information. He wants information on how to lead a team, and that's what's incredible about him. And as I said, I've called him the future since day one. You know, when they got him in here, because I was so big on him in the draft.
So when you text him, did you say, "Hey, the future"? This is
absolutely, absolutely.
And inherently, that means that when you text Tony, you say, "Hey, the past."
No.
Then we got to have a
I say Tony. I call Tony the man.
The man. Okay,
Tony
that's
the man.
good.
Right now.
Right now, he's a banged up man, unfortunately.
Right now.
As you saw, the injured player for the Texans was Akeem Dent. Good to see he was able to go off under his own power. Now Brandon Weeden back in there as we got a little quarterback shuffle going on for the Texans right now. And there's Akeem Hunt on the carry.
There's a number of times my heart has gone out to players. Obviously, you're here, you're doing a job, we're doing a job. But you in Philadelphia when you went down, Sean Lee, a couple of years ago at minicamp, first minicamp practice, he comes out with a knee and he was just beside himself. And then when I saw Tony in Seattle go down, I said, no, not again here.
Babe, me too, babe.
And there's so much work that goes into just getting onto the field.
Draw play. Hunt 2 yards short of the first down.
And let's continue this a little bit, because and let me just say this: that I get crazy listening to people say, "Well, do you think Tony should just shut it down and retire?" I'm like, shut up. What are you thinking about? Are you crazy? But whatever issues Tony's going to have with his back, he's going to have with his back. Quitting now won't make a difference. Let's keep playing football.
And we will, just after this. Boys Star magazine in print. Subscribe for just $25 to receive every weekly issue through the end of the 2016 playoffs. Call 1-877-NFC-BOYS or visit DallasCowboys.com/star. Third down play here with 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. And pushing his way forward, the fullback, Jay Plush, for the first down for the Texans.
Nobody pulling any harder for the defense to make a stop there, Michael, than Jameel Showers, who wants to get that ball back and run a little 2-minute offense of his own.
Anytime you get an opportunity to put those opportunities on film, it's always good, especially when it shows up good.
Clock down to 1:30 left. As Weeden takes the snap, throws underneath for pickup of about 5.
Holding. Number 70 offense. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Holding call on Jeff Adams, and that'll push the Texans back.
It's Carl Sheffers, the referee there, and comes from a long line of officiating. His father was a Pac-10 official. Maybe it was the big...
Pac-8 back then,
Pac-8,
probably.
excuse me, at that time, because it was 1977. His son officiates in the Big Sky Conference, so the family business is officiating. I'd like to be at that dinner table. Anyway.
Cups the screen off, and only a yard pickup. There's a flag down.
Illegal use of hands to the face. Number 74 defense. 5-yard penalty automatic. First down.
Can't touch that quarterback.
Lawrence Okoye, number 74. Let's take another look here.
Lawrence Okoye, who should know better, he's been accepted to Oxford Law School. If anybody should know the law,
he never touched.
I don't know if he went to the... Did it happen earlier?
No.
With the offensive line? Did I miss
maybe
it?
We missed it. Maybe we...
It certainly wasn't on the quarterback.
No, it wasn't on the quarterback.
Yeah. Well, it better not have been.
It must have hit the offensive line.
If it was, he wants to file an appeal.
Yes, there we go. You have a sister who's an attorney, correct, Bill?
I have 2 sisters who are attorneys.
How does that work out for Bill Jones?
Doesn't go very
Not well.
My father was an attorney, too. So And I was an attorney for a month.
For a month.
I went to a month of law school.
I had some attorneys in my family. It could have worked out well for me, the money I spent on attorneys back in the day.
I had a brother that could have cut you a discount, Michael. Let me say this, so I'm his brother, and he hasn't cut me a discount.
I won't throw that out anymore.
Those days are behind you.
Thank you, Father.
Now you just need
God for that.
Now you just need an attorney to manage your money that you're making in this television business.
Wow, that is funny, guys.
Now, you said that. I did not.
I have paid for a law degree in a way in which I did not want to pay for a law degree. You know what I mean?
But you came out on the other side of it. 3rd down and 3. Under pressure was Whedon. Got it out there complete. And off to the races. Keith Mumphrey, 64 yards.
Boy, J.G. Olatoye is having himself a rough night over their corner, Michael.
Man, that was a great play by Whedon right there and letting that ball hang up. He was not trying to throw a perfect throw then. He put the ball in the air and left the responsibility to the wide receiver of finding that football and running up under it. That's how you play football in the National Football League.
With just 33 seconds left in the first half. 64 yards, Whedon to Mumphrey.
And that's the thing right there. You just let them complete the ball in front of you, and you go tackle them, and clock is going to run out. You can't get beat in that situation.
And we talked all night about how his aggression is a good thing. Not there. It's what I said many times. Your greatest asset, don't allow it to become your greatest liability, and it just became his greatest liability.
And you make a good point, too, Michael. And you see it all the time where the quarterback throws it outside, making the perfect throw up the sideline. I always tell kids the reason we're throwing this deep ball is because we think we can get behind the guy. So we don't need to throw it into the sideline. You see how many times you say, wow, what a throw, great catch, and the receiver's a step out of bounds.
Right.
He gets it up the field, lets him go make a play on it.
Keith Mumphrey out of Michigan State.
You know, that felt good to Brandon Whedon after what happened to him here last year. Again, Whedon won a game for the Houston Texans, and people forget, too, you know, the Philadelphia game at Philly when Tony Romo went out, he comes in, goes 7 for 7, throws a 42-yard touchdown to Terrence Williams on a slant that basically sealed that victory for the Cowboys up there at Philly.
You know, there's talk out there that with the Teddy Bridgewater injury in Minnesota that Norv Turner might be interested in a guy like Brandon Whedon if he became available for Houston as a backup to Sean Hill, who takes over that job there. What a gruesome injury apparently it was that Bridgewater suffered in practice in a non-contact drill.
And Houston is offside on this kickoff. They had a couple of guys pass the line before the kicker got to the football. You rarely see that called. They're going to give you a step or 2 or 6 inches, but when you're about a yard and a half ahead of your kicker, they're saying, you know, we got to call this one, fellas.
You have to throw
we don't want to do this, but we don't want to stop the game. This is.
But we will be getting graded also.
Yeah, exactly.
We can't
let
that much go. That's exactly what they're thinking.
I always say, if you ever want to be offside on a kickoff, go ahead, Carl Shuffers. Tell us what we've got.
Offside, kicking team number 33. That 5-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play. First down.
Here comes the kick. Oh, yeah, we got about 4 guys.
Yeah, I blamed it on 33, but he had some company.
Yeah, just pick a number.
Like Team Hunt.
Why didn't you call it on him? 4 of us did it.
So from the 30 with 33 seconds left in the half. See if Showers can do something here. Gets it to Jackson. Straight up the middle. Got a first down. 25 seconds.
Second charge timeout, Dallas. A 30-second timeout.
Cowboys have one more timeout. So and don't be afraid. Good play by Showers. Don't be. They're going to drop back. They're not going to give you. As I say, they're not going to give you the deep ball. Cowboys just did it. Dump it off, make 10, make another 10, and all of a sudden you're taking shots to get your kicker a shot to get on the field.
Babe, I was laughing because I remember so many times hearing Norv Turner. Just get the first down.
Yeah.
That first down with Dallas Cowboys just got that first down. But that was always the goal. Get that first down, and we'll start this thing from there.
And again, Showers doesn't have to get it all in one play here. If they're going to drop deep, drop it off to your back, drop it underneath, get another 10, 15 yards.
And that was the Cowboys' first down of the second quarter tonight. And there's their second first down. Gavin Escobar.
That's probably a play where Escobar just wants to catch it, turn upfield,
right, get
his yards. Don't take a lot of time going sideways there. Not for a big guy. Good job by Showers spiking the ball.
That you know will not make it from where he is to the end zone without someone catching him.
Yeah, well, you burn 3 seconds. I know it doesn't seem like a ton, but maybe enough to get your field goal team on the field. So here's your deal. If you get it to the 40, Dan Bailey has a shot at a 58-yarder. You want to get it inside of that, but you've got a timeout. You've got 11 seconds, so you can complete this ball in the field of play. Try to pick up about 10 here. Get your timeout called. Oh, there it is.
In the middle of the field.
Perfect call. Down. Get your 10 or 11. Easier said than done. Of course, we all know, it's like Bill Parcells said, just because you can identify the problem doesn't mean you can solve it.
Dallas.
So it's easy for me to sit here and say, here's what you do. You get 10 yards, you call your timeout, but nice job execution there. And a good catch this time by Andy Jones, Michael.
And you see, he caught that in his body. He didn't put his hands up, knew the hit was coming, called catches it in his body. Let's make sure it's a sure catch, and that's exactly what he did right there.
Very nicely done to get Dan Bailey in position for a 52-yard field goal attempt here.
Still no gimme, but that 10 yards was big right there. Of course, it's Dan Bailey. What am I saying?
No, we're not going to jinx him this week. We're not going to jinx him this week. We did that last week.
No, you did.
No, I did not. There's that other guy.
I get blamed for everything in this booth.
52 yards. And yes, he is automatic.
Yeah. I simply call him Dan the Man.
This is the end of the first half.
That's a great weapon for the Dallas Cowboys to have. A great weapon.
Boy, that'll give Jameel Showers, Michael, a little bit of confidence going into half. You get your team that 3 points, nice drive, get ready to go play a second half of football.
Absolutely, a great job by him. And that's important right here. Here again, he's playing, he has the veterans on the sideline. They're watching, and they gain confidence in him when they see that stuff happens. And if he gets on the football field, they'll have confidence in him.
Jameel Showers, a 33-second drive for the field goal of 52 yards, had 3 first down completions on that possession. And now let's go down to the sideline and Keith Russell. Keith?
Here with head coach Jason Garrett. Jason, with so many spots on the line, who stood out on a positive note for you in the first half?
Oh, I don't want to get individual names. I thought we did some good things. Moved the ball well. I thought that drive at the end was really a good drive to get points with only 33 seconds to go in the half. Obviously, the big play for them just before that was a bad play for us. We're playing with the right intensity. We just have to play more consistently throughout in all 3 phases.
You said Jameel Showers will go most of the way. Your thoughts on his play so far?
He's done a nice job. We're moving the ball offensively. He's made some good throws. He's moved when he needed to move. And really, he's done a good job. Obviously, the fumble was bad to give them an opportunity there in the scoring zone. But again, that drive at the end was good. He came back and did some good things.
Thank you, Coach. All right, guys. Head coach Jason Garrett saying Jameel Showers, not bad in the first half.
All right, thanks, Keith. The Jason Garrett interview brought to you by Sherwin-Williams, the official paint supplier of the Dallas Cowboys, to bring all the colors of the game to your home. It's halftime here at AT&T Stadium. The Cowboys trailing the Texans 14-10. Much more still to come during our halftime activities. Now this from your local station. Cowboys trail the Texans. Look overhead here at AT&T Stadium, and the Miller Lite first half stats brought to you by Miller Lite, the only beer of the Cowboys. 214 to 114 on the total yards. First downs are 13-7, and the time of possession heavily in favor of the Texans as well.
Michael, what's your opinion here? The kickoff obviously now, the touchback moving to the 25. Our team's going to shoot the cannonball and try to go cover it, or you think they kick it into the end zone?
Well, which is an interesting point. Now, you know how that percentage goes up when you move that ball just 25 yards, just 5 yards up from the 22 to 25. I do believe we'll see more corner kicks and making guys make a decision, making guys start near the 1-2 yard line and start to run. It's hard giving up 25 yards right off the top.
And if there are more returns this year, they'll change the rule back to the old way next year.
Now, we shouldn't expect it to make a difference in the preseason. These guys are trying to make a squad right now. Right. You know.
Well, and I'm wondering, too, Michael, how much are we seeing guys kick it short now because in order to evaluate your special teams and you kick off coverage guys, you got to make it so there's a returnable ball.
Yeah, and right here, I'm sure that's probably what they're trying to do. Mm-hmm. And I'd rather miss long here than miss short in these kinds of games, so I can really get a sense of timing and how I have to swing that foot. It's kind of like swinging a club, even though I'm not a great golf player.
Well, you certainly sounded like one just now.
Yeah, you know, they tell me when I learn this, it's not about trying to get your muscles in it, Michael, just because you lift weights. There's a flag on the play. It says just get the right club and swing through the ball. So
we're going to get a late hit here.
Number 48 defense, unnecessarily contacting a down player. 15 yards will be added to the end of the play. Automatic first down.
That was Brandon Hepburn coming in at the end of this thing. And it's not because he doesn't have the intelligence to know he shouldn't be doing this, because the guy was a biochemistry major, did research at UNT this summer. I asked him about what I said. Then this, everybody talks about these complex NFL defense. He just looked at me and said, "Defense isn't that hard. It's not hard to learn this defense." When you're a biochemistry major, the only problem is you don't find a lot of conversation in a locker room, right, about that subject.
Downfield as they pick on Dak Swanson this time. Swanson defends.
A little underthrown ball. There'll be a lot of silence if you want to have a biochemistry discussion in an NFL locker room, right?
Looking for Bundridge downfield.
A little underthrown ball, but a good job by Swanson keeping a hand on the man and turning your head.
Tom Savage back in there at quarterback to start the second half here. Finished up his college career at Pitt. He was also at Rutgers and Arizona earlier in his career. And that's Hilliard. Well, you see that a lot with college quarterbacks these days, where they may start at one school, but they wind up at a different one if they don't get the starting job.
Or they graduate in 4 years and you go start somewhere else.
And look at the Cowboys side. Jameel Showers graduated in 3 years at Texas A&M, and he transfers to UTEP and starts a couple of years there. Third down. Open receiver, middle of the field. That is Bundridge. He thinks the play's still alive. He's to the 30-yard line.
And the officials have not called him down until
that's right.
The end of this.
30 yards.
You knew he didn't touch that ground. It's funny, a lot of times this time of the year you see young guys, especially women, and I love watching it. And they're coming
runner
from
was
college.
down by contact at the 38-yard line, first down.
Yeah, so they did bring it back.
They brought it back.
Right. I thought he was down at first glance there, but.
So at the 38-yard line. And there's Bundridge again, working on Olatoye again.
Right there again also. Right there. Just did not get a chance to make that play.
Savage has a really good arm, strong arm. Does a nice job of just stepping up, buying a little bit of time in the pocket.
I guarantee you, if I'm the wide receiver from the Texans, babe, we're coming back with another move, double move. I'm telling you, you didn't learn from the last one to back up?
In the backfield quickly to make this stop. That's Mike McAdoo.
McAdoo's made a couple of plays in this game. Rangy guy out of North Carolina. Had a sack earlier. Good job of this. This is pretty easy, though. He just kind of works his way down the line of scrimmage, and look what I found, a running back.
He read it now. He could have been running up the field and missed that play altogether. So he did a good job in squeezing it down and reading it.
And a short pickup. That's Cecil Shorts. See in action here in the second half. Says a lot about the depth at the wide receiver position for the Texans. A veteran receiver like Shorts in the game here in the second half. Well, they got preseason.
Yeah, and we talked about it earlier, but they got depth the minute they took a first and third round pick and use them on wide receivers.
And Jalen Strong returning.
Third down from the 22. They got to get to the 15. And Savage knocked away by Swanson. There is a flag down.
Prior to the pass, illegal contact, number 48 defense, 5-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
And that's Brandon Hepburn, who started this drive off by getting a late hit. That was an automatic first down on the personal foul, and now illegal contact, automatic first down, as we heard Carl Sheffer say again. So not a great drive right now for Brandon Hepburn.
Nullifies a great play by.
Yeah, it was a nice play, wasn't it?
Prescott on the outside.
So first down for the Texans.
And it doesn't look like much right there, but you stopped him and impede his progress. Just kind of lay your hands on him and move with him.
Not Brandon Hepburn saying, okay, I got to make a play. I got to get us out of this. I cannot come over to the sideline and get yelled at. So if I can get the ball away here, I might be back in good standing.
And a pickup of 6 for Hilliard. Texans have a couple of LSU X's. We've got Kenny Hilliard, who is the nephew of Dalton Hilliard, and they also have Alfred Blue, who was a 6th-round pick a couple of years ago.
In fact, Alfred Blue last year became the first player in franchise history to have a rushing, receiving, and return touchdown in the same season.
Of course, they signed Lamar Miller in the offseason.
From the U.
That was
Michael always knows where the
perfect time.
You may not know those other guys where they came from, but yeah.
From the U. I have to always give love to my school, to my guys.
Can you play this week?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do Saturday. I just, when we were sitting here talking, I got the phone call from my son. We were hoping, because Michael's there, he's a freshman, we were hoping that he got redshirted, and he just called and said, Dad, I'm not redshirted. I will be traveling. I said, wow. I'm going to the game, Anyway, I'll be going to Coach Axe's funeral first Saturday.
Hubbard Alexander.
To the game.
Former Cowboys receiver coach and your coach, Michael. Both at Miami in here, correct? And it was at Miami with you, correct? Yeah. Good man.
Stopped immediately. There's that guy McAdoo again.
And it's as you say, Michael, not only are you playing to make this team, you're playing for other teams to be looking at you.
Yeah, and another good job of McAdoo right there getting on that ball. Babe, he was a great man, babe, and he took me in as a young man. I had just lost my father, and he kind of became all things to me, as a freshman coming into the University of Miami. I love Coach Axe. I love him dearly.
Open receiver coming out of the backfield, and that's a touchdown. And that's Akeem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of this game.
All scoring plays, of course, are reviewed, and from my angle, I can't say he didn't get in, but it wasn't real clear cut. So my guess is the booth will buzz down to our referee, Carl Sheffers, and say, maybe we ought to take a look at this. Here we go. We'll get a good look right here. I think the ball got over, but was that foot out of bounds before the ball?
I kept it in the air pretty good, looked like. Oh, no, that's close.
Yeah. Officials kind of saying, what'd you see? What'd you see? Yeah. And it looks like they're going to let him kick, and the booth says, nope, all good.
I bet you if we did the numbers, those refs, they get it right 95% of the time.
It's a hard game to officiate. It is fast.
And my point is this, babe. If it's you put you, me, and regular people down there, I bet that number drops to 45% of the time, I guarantee you that number drops significantly.
I would be thrilled with 45%.
No matter what, I can get it.
Trip down memory lane there. Hubbard Alexander, who spent the majority of his very successful assistant coaching career with the Cowboys and the U, passed away on Sunday night. We just were talking about it at the age of 77. 2 college national titles, 1983 and 1987. And, of course, he became an assistant under Jimmy Johnson in Super Bowl rings from 92, 93, and 95. A man very near and dear to the heart of the playmaker here in the booth tonight.
We've had so many great days, guys. All of those times winning those championships, man, it's incredible. Talking with his son today, you know, some of the things we talked about him laughing and all of that and how funny he was. But we also talked about how we took for granted all the winning that we did. We thought it was just always going to be that way, and it's not necessarily the truth.
Cowboys trail the Texans 21-10, 9:05 to play here in the third quarter here at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Jameel Showers going all the way at quarterback. Darius Jackson a setback behind him. It's rally time for the Cowboys from their own 19-yard line. Roll out by Showers, looking downfield. Big hit applied on Austin Traylor, who's down.
That's going to draw a flag.
That defenseless receiver there.
Flag is down on the play. Let's go down to the sideline, and we are joined by Dez Bryant. Hello, Dez. How you doing? You got Bill Jones, Babe Laufenberg, and the playmaker, number 88 as well, Michael Irvin, up here in the booth. How you doing, Dez?
I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
Doing very well. You ready to get this thing started week from Sunday?
Man, I cannot wait. You know, I'm just sitting here, you know, watching these
Personal
young guys
foul.
perform.
Unnecessary roughness.
Embracing their opportunities and, you know, trying to do the best, trying to play the best way they can possibly play, you know, to make this football team.
This is Babe Laufenberg. All throughout training camp, everybody wanted to know, okay, how's your timing and rapport going with Tony? You guys getting it back. Now that question becomes, how's your timing and rapport with Dak Prescott? So what's the answer to that?
Hey, it's extremely loud in here. I can barely hear you. Can you please repeat that question again?
Sorry, yes, sir. I just saying everybody wanted to know in the summer in training camp, how's your rapport going with Tony? And now, as of last week, it becomes how's your rapport with Dak Prescott? So how is that?
Well, you know, during training camp, you know, me and Tony, you know, we always been good. And, you know, we were just knocking off the rust on some things, and we got ourselves together. But, you know, at the same time, whenever Tony took a break, you know, Dak could step in, you know, and, you know, our timing, including the other wideouts' timing, you know, has came along real good.
This is Michael. You know, what I find interesting is I think back, you know, when you first came in, Des, it was you, and you had Tony Romo and DeMarco Murray, which means you were the young guy grabbing all the food you can from those old guys. Now it's you, Dak Prescott, and Ezekiel Elliott, which means you are the old guy. Now you're feeding the young guys. How much do you think about that transition?
Now, hold on now, Mike. Let's correct one thing. Now, I'm still a young guy. I'm still a young guy. You know, man, you know, my biggest thing, and, you know, for those two guys is, you know, like I told them, you know, be relaxed. You know, just come in and do what you've been doing. You know, be monsters. Take advantage of this opportunity. You know, be great. Make your mark. You know, and I really believe that, and those guys have done that, and they can only get better for those two. They finna come in and do some damage.
That's when I'm watching you on the football field now, and you know, we haven't had a chance to talk about it much, but I'm watching you from afar, and it just looks like it's all come together right now. You know it. You know you feel like you can go out on the football field and dominate at any time. How true is that?
And it's extremely true. You know, I feel like whenever I broke my foot, you know, I learned some things. You know, it's like, it's not that football didn't mean that much to me, but it made me just work a little bit harder. And, you know, I feel good. You know, my confidence level, you know, is extremely high. I'm excited. I'm excited for our teammates. We've been having extreme fun at training camp and at the Star, you know, on and off the field, just everywhere. And I just think that's the sacrifice we done made, with each other to make each other, even better, on and off the field. So we're gonna take that and just move forward and, try to become the best team that we can possibly be. And we're gonna stand behind these young guys, Zeke and Dak, and just take on this challenge.
And Des, this is Babe Laufenberg again. And after that first game, you had the couple of great catches against the Rams. I went up during the week and I told Dak Prescott, great throws, but you do know when the regular season starts, Des Bryant is not getting one-on-one press coverage when the regular season begins.
well, in a way, I think I am, just because I think they're going to see how real they're going to try to see how real Dak really is, and once they line me up one-on-one, they're going to see how real Dak really is, because I'm going to come through for him. And, when they start to double me, there go Terrence, there go Beasley, there go Witt, there go Bryce. You can just pick your poison. You can have however you want, and we're ready to go.
And Des, we were talking about that earlier. I said most teams are going to come in and say, hey, let's take the easiest road away, which is the run game and Ezekiel Elliott, and they'll leave some opportunities outside for Des Bryant. And once he makes those opportunities, then they'll start trying to double cover him. So you will have early opportunities. How important is it to have early success?
It's extremely important. You got to establish dominance on the first play. And that's one thing that I've been trying my best to get across to the guys, is establish dominance on the first play. And, once you do that, you need to let them boys know that, hey, it's for real. We're coming out here to play.
Hey, Des, last week you weren't able to make the trip to Seattle, but I know you were watching on television.
Yes, sir.
What do you think of Zeke, and how excited do you get after you see his 7 carries in that game against Seattle last week?
He established dominance. That's something I already knew that he was going to do. And, once I seen him get in Chancellor's face, I knew he was ready. It got me hyped. I wish I was there on the sidelines. I probably would have ran out to the sideline and got in Chancellor's face as well.
You see what he did? That was the best part of it for me too. I know Des like you. I could take that information to the sideline and get the rest of those boys hyped. When a young dude running the Chancellor like that, I'm like, dude, man, you're helping me get these guys hyped. That's exactly my thought. That's what you were thinking.
Yes, sir.
Now tell us the truth. Were you just sitting down watching that, or did you get up out of your chair when you saw?
I was standing up.
Yeah.
I stand up the whole time. I lose my mind. It's like I feel it. I feel the rush. I'm telling you, Mike, I know you know that feeling. I know you know that feeling. I felt the rush. Every big play that we made, I'm just all into it like if I was there. Football is exciting, especially when you're seeing your teammates out there perform that way. And, like the sky's the limit from here on out, man. It's like, I think we're ready. No, I know we're ready. It's our year, for real.
Hey, Des, this offseason, the 3 88s got together for a great production called Deep Blue 88. It was you, Michael Irvin, and Drew Pearson. What was that like for you?
Man, for me, that's one of the best experiences I ever experienced, being a Cowboy. Getting the opportunity to sit around, Michael Irvin and Drew Pearson, those guys who have a Super Bowl ring, and just, a guy like me just trying to, get one of those as well. And, man, I learned that, I just thought it was crazy. And, if I can get one of those rings, and hopefully we can sit down and do the Deep Blue 88 again, I think that'd be pretty damn cool.
Yeah, and it was, guys. It was a great opportunity to sit down and just reminisce about yesterday and the possibility of what's going to happen tomorrow.
Des, we appreciate you joining us.
Thank you. Thank y'all.
Brought to you by AT&T, mobilizing your world. Bill Jones, Babe Laufenberg, and Michael Irvin, the playmaker here. Cowboys and the Texans. It's 21-10, midway of the third quarter. Happy you could join us for the final preseason game of 2016. After this, it's all regular season. Cut down day on Saturday. Cuts are due by 3 o'clock Saturday afternoon. They got to get down from 75 to 53. Houston from its own 27-yard line. Brandon Whedon in there at quarterback now. Look at the totals here. Most receiving yards in Cowboys history. Michael is at 11,904. Witten gaining ground. Dez, number 6 on the list.
Wow. Witten's gaining ground, but Witten has
over 1,000 catches. Michael had 750, and he still can't catch in yardage.
And when it's all said and done, his assault upon that book is going to be incredible. I mean, he's just what a phenomenal career Jason Witten has had here with the Dallas Cowboys.
I think he's going to play about 14 or 15 more years, too, because he doesn't show any signs of slowing up.
And he can, because his skill set and what he's won with has never been outrunning anybody. It has always been positioning his body to make the play. And he's just he does an incredible job.
There's Jason Witten. He's missed one game in his NFL career, and that was with a broken jaw. And Parcells wanted to know why he missed that one.
Parcells, he loves a guy like that. There's that Mark Bavaro kind of stuff in him, all of it, the Mike Dicker, all of it mixed in one.
He is. Great guy, great everything. There's not a negative thing I don't think you can say about Jason Witten. Now, you wish you ran 4.3, but other than that, yeah, pretty good. And I'm convinced, Michael, that he has played through everything. Knee injuries, and he had the lacerated spleen that we remember he played the opener against the Giants with. And I'm convinced that he will be dead and still be listed as probable on the injury report. You know what I'm saying?
And if you ever, when you go to the Star, they have this big picture over there, and it's the picture that changed the rule in the NFL when the helmet came off.
Love that.
And it so says Jason Witten. I'll give you all I have, even if I don't have what I need, all I need to have on. I'm still going. I love that picture.
Nice catch there. The Texans for the first down, the Cecil Shorts. Yeah, and that picture is when the team comes off the practice field. They see that huge picture of Jason Witten running with his helmet off.
And as Michael said, you won't see it again, because after that they changed the rule. They said, we've got this little notion that a guy going down the field without a helmet is not a good idea when other guys are going to hit him with their helmets. So after that season, again, he'll be the last one ever going down the field running with his helmet off.
So how many rules have been named after Cowboys?
No kidding.
Right.
Yemen rule?
Right.
Roy Woodson?
Roy
Williams, with the horse tackle collar?
Push-off rule. I got to give me the push-off rule.
Yeah, which was ridiculous, because I never saw you push off.
I never extended fully. It was all within the framework of the running motion. That's what I learned from those lawyers, is how you say it.
Yes.
It's not. It was always in the framework of the running motion.
I've always said this about Michael, and obviously, Michael, you're a Hall of Famer, and so you have many great characteristics as a player. But I said they covered Michael. When he ran a 17-yard comeback, he was covered for 16 of those yards. The only time he wasn't covered was at the end of it. And many times you see guys, crazy moves, they haven't covered him for 15, but when they come out of the break, they're covered.
And that was interesting when you said Jason Witten wishes he runs a 4.3, because then he doesn't learn those little nuances that you're talking about right now, because there's no need. You think you can always outrun somebody and run by someone. But when God did not bless you with those gifts, then you find other ways, and that's why he's a Hall of Fame Hall of Fame tight end, because he found those ways, and he still can play. He didn't lose a step. He never had that step. He's still one of the greatest to ever play. And guys, when they start talking about Hall of Famers, they talk about guys that changed the game and made you change the game, and he's one of those guys.
Going into his 14th year, and still he's only 34 years old.
Unlike Michael, who got his AARP card. Did I mention that, Michael? That's sobering, isn't it, fellas? When that thing comes in the mail, you're like, oh, who's this addressed to?
AARP.
That made everybody out there watching just got a little older.
Wow, man.
Yeah, no kidding.
Wow. It's hard. Once I got that card, too, it was hard to walk in the weight room and continue to lift weights like I was lifting. I was like, wow.
All of a sudden you felt weaker?
It's crazy.
Actually, I don't know what you did. You said, this must be the neighbors.
Fourth down, going for it again. Oh, my. Here we go. Taking it the other way. Anthony Brown, 59 yards.
What a great break on the football, Michael.
Great read. And that long handoff throw, if you don't throw that ball with perfect timing, and we obviously did not, Brown can break on that ball and 6 the other way. Great read, great break, great touchdown.
And Skandrick telling him just how good he was.
And Whedon wasn't looking at the Cowboys bench after he threw that one.
I'll say this, I hate that quick out. I hate that quick out with a passion. Now, it came from the slot, but if you're just a split second behind on the timing or the ball placement, it goes the other way.
Let me tell you guys what I think that's a product of right there. Having Orlando Scandrick back. Having Scandrick back. That's the kind of play Scandrick makes all the time because he's a smart guy. He studies the film. He studies situations. Look at him running over there talking to him. I guarantee you he was telling him before this, man, you can get one. You can sit on this and get one. That's the advantage of having Scandrick on that football field.
Nice, tonight's Bank of America Defensive Featured Player of the Game. And how about number 30, the rookie out of Purdue, Anthony Brown. 6th round draft pick, and he's got a touchdown from 59 yards out, picking off Brandon Whedon and taking it to the house.
And he stood out to me, Bill, first day of camp. He got the first interception off Tony Romo. I believe it was the first day, but it was the first interception. Got it off Romo. And right then I said, I'm going to just keep my eye on this guy. And he's been pretty good ever since.
Getting better and better, too. And
see what I mean?
Texans taking it out and not getting very far.
And there are going to be a lot of kickoffs, I got a feeling, return this year. They're going to make them.
And that was 6-7 yards deep in that end zone. And he was like, hey, I got to make this team. Yeah. If I can go 106 yards, that'll go a long way in helping me make this team.
Vince Maley in on the stop.
Holding, number 20 return team. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
Ball's going to be down about the 7-yard line.
So the Texans with bad field position when we come back. Go. Artist Leo Villarreal completed an iconic signature element of the star. His creation contains 19,200 lights embedded in 160 rods made of mirrored stainless steel, each rod 40 feet high, hovering above the floor in the atrium entrance to the star. The LED lights are visible from miles away as the Texans on offense here get close to the first down. Really something to see at night.
Something to see at any time of day.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
I tell people about this building, AT&T Stadium, that have never been here. I said, as good as you've heard it is, you're going to get here and you're going to say it's better. And that star, I know a lot of people have been reading about it, seeing it. And I say, as nice as it looks in the newspaper, on video, all that, I said, you get there, it's even better. It's an unbelievable place. I don't know if I could actually play football there, Michael.
Yeah. I wish we could actually play football there, and I wish we could actually play football here. Oh. But we got to say we missed it though. Babe, let me tell you what I believe here, and you see stuff like this happening. This is a clear-cut case of why Jerry one day and should be in Canton, Ohio. Every team, football, probably basketball too, will go towards what he's doing over at the Star. When it was always separate everybody from the community, he is bringing everybody, all the Cowboys, in the community together. And it's a brilliant idea. It really is.
Tom Savage gets the first down. He was high-load there. Akune and Russell in on the stop, but it's a first down for Houston.
And, of course, the one advantage they have at the Star, Michael, is they can display 5 Super Bowl trophies in that lobby.
Yes.
That some other teams can't.
Yes. And you get an opportunity. How many young guys walk in, and they're walking on the football field as Tony Romo and Dez Bryant and Ezekiel Elliott and all those guys are walking off the football field. You're talking about impregnating those young kids with some hope and some promise. I mean, I just think it's an incredible inspiration. Just an incredible thing Jerry did there.
And, of course, that's the 12,000-seat indoor practice facility or dome stadium for the Frisco ISD. They had a quadruple header last Saturday, and all those kids got to play in that place.
And, of course, as you guys well know, the Bob Lillies of the world, that generation, they were over at Forest Lane, and we don't want to call it dumpy, but so then they were jealous.
They were mad at us.
They were mad at the people at Valley Ranch. Now the people that worked at Valley Ranch are looking at the Star saying, which always goes back to the late, great Pat Summerall, when I was lamenting something about that, he said, we were all born too early.
And we all say it, babe. We all say we want to make it better for those that are coming after us. Yeah. Okay, and let's just eat this and receive it. It's better for those that have come after us.
But I wouldn't mind sharing it a little of that
just
while
a little
we're
bit. Being in the crossover, right?
There you see the Ford Center.
Yeah, and how about, and a lot of the players were there a week ago as they kicked that thing off because the Cowboys had to report. But to get to play in that building and
they'll
phenomenal.
be playing every Thursday and Friday night this fall there.
And I thought that was brilliant, too, with the quadruple header of high school football.
And there are 8 Frisco ISD high schools, so it worked out perfectly where they could all just play each other on the first day, the debut. Savage rolling left. Throws short to the 45-yard line. That's Eric Tomlinson.
We've been talking about Mike McAdoo, the defensive end out of North Carolina, number 66, and this time he's got tight end duty here, and he holds him up for about as long as he can, shakes him, and then finally, we'll just dump it off to the guy he was trying to block.
As we reach the end of the third quarter here at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Cowboys trailing by 4, 21-17. The Texans lead it. We'll have much more coming up from AT&T Stadium, but now this from your local station. The stadium, this art piece located in the northeast monumental staircase. Blue Field Explosions captures what happens on Sundays here at AT&T Stadium. You got energy, you got collisions, you got tackles alike. And we've got a fourth quarter here, the fourth preseason game, and there's a first down for the Texans as they get to midfield. That's Hilliard. Bill Jones with Babe Laufenberg and Michael Irvin. As Tom Savage in there at quarterback for Houston.
It's an interesting feeling as we go into these last 15 minutes of the preseason, getting ready to head into the regular season. For this football team, the Dallas Cowboys, in this area.
And there's some running room for the Texans. That's Hilliard up to near the 41-yard line.
And let me tell you why I say that right fast, guys, because, after what happened last year and then you lose Tony Romo, there could be a sense of loss and hopelessness right here, but it's not. Everybody's still looking forward and still believe that they have an opportunity because of the great draft and the young Dak Prescott. It's just interesting.
Yeah. And you, when you got here tonight, you said, I love the fourth preseason game of every year.
Right. Because
there's that anticipation of the regular season.
Right. We get to see what else we're adding to the team as opposed from a young guy standpoint. But it's also that anticipatory moment that we are about to hit the thing that counts for real. I love this.
Let's go down to the sideline and Keith Russell. Keith.
Cowboys cornerback Brandon Carr. Brandon, just moments ago, the guy you've been mentoring, Anthony Brown, takes it back to the house. You have to be proud of him.
We're proud of him. It was a big play for us, big-time play in the game. He's been a guy this whole offseason, been an absolute sponge. A guy coming to work every day with a chip on his shoulder, humble, just ready for some action. We're proud of him making play today and look forward to a heck of a season for that guy.
So you were drafted in the 5th round in 2008. He's drafted in the 6th round this year. Something about low-round draft picks, you guys have to fight and scrap to make this squad. So what kind of advice have you given him?
I just always help keep his head down and continue to grind. You can get distracted by so many things early in career, in Dallas, or throughout the course of a football season. But the main thing that's important is make sure you stay in your playbook, stay on top of your body. But the main thing is just to make sure that you stay humble, and stay focused on the task at hand.
Obviously, no Tony Romo. Dak Prescott is your starting quarterback. 3 defensive starters suspended to begin the year. How ready is this team to face the New York Giants in the season opener?
We'll be ready. We had a heck of an offseason. Finishing up with tonight with the training camp and just everything we've been doing as far as just the grind. Looking forward to a heck of a season. It's not going to take one person winning games. It's going to take all 53 guys on the roster, and every single week we've got to find a way to come out with a victory.
Brandon Carr has never missed a game in his 8-year NFL career. Hopefully, this Cowboys team is just as tough. Bill, back up to you.
All right, thank you very much, Keith. And more from here at AT&T Stadium in a moment. Cowboys trailing by 4. Great night here at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. 21-17, Houston leads Dallas as we count down the final minutes of the 2016 preseason. Cowboys finally back on offense. And here's Rod Smith for a pickup of about 8 or 9 yards. Babe, you've got a guest up here in the booth.
I do have a guest, but Michael and I were talking. You do some public speaking, as we all have. You got to know your audience, right? So my nephew Jake comes up. He's wearing the number 88, Michael, and I told Michael, look, he's got your old number, and it's see, and so now I had to take a little creative liberty and put the Irvin across it, but he got the message.
Great job right there. Yeah, and your brother, his dad, cleaned it up well. He came to me and said, now, of course he has this jersey, but I have yours, Michael. We wear them together like father and son. And that's why I call Dad my son. Dad did a good job cleaning and smoothing that thing over.
I love it. Now, Jake's going to invoice us for his television appearance.
There you go. Yeah,
right?
Just like his uncle.
Yeah, Bill, your uncle. All right, Jake. Of course, he had Pearson, I say, underneath that first tape. You just got to keep covering it up with duct tape.
That's how that thing grows.
There's 88. So who's going to be the next 88, Michael? Well, hopefully Des is going to hold on to that for a few years.
About 10 more years.
You guys talked about that committee conference that we had chance to talk and sit around and reminisce. Before the next 88 comes, that's exactly what we will do. We will have that same conference call together and make that decision together.
Showers fires for Devin Street here, and he can't hang on to that one. Now, you tell me, Michael, what broke down on this pass play? Yeah.
You have to make that play. Well, Devin, he has to understand how to use his body. See, he's still running here.
This is your route.
Right. And I'm going to get my body around more to make you run through my body to get to that ball, as opposed to having the ball exposed where you can rake my arm and make the ball come loose.
Get to the outside, Rod Smith. Nice pickup right there. You look at the wide receiver situation with the Cowboys, and Devin Street very much on the bubble. Bryce Butler has been impressive in the preseason, but you got Dez, you got Terrence Williams, you got Cole Beasley, you got Bryce Butler, Lucky Whitehead. There's 5 right there.
I always like it when people start cutting the team and they say, well, we'll keep these guys and those guys and those guys. I say, you've got 64 guys now on a 53-man roster. I would not want to be one of those coaches in there on the cut down, though. Everybody's lobbying for your guy.
Showers looking deep. Vince Maley, it's incomplete. Short hopped him.
I have no idea what that route was that he just ran, though, Michael.
No, I didn't either.
Cross between an in and a post.
And you can see the timing was off. Showers had to reload the gun before he can let it go. And just that reload doesn't make it to him.
I think...
What a break.
That's not Carl Sheffers, our referee.
No, we've got a change there.
He's got the white hat on, but his microphone isn't working.
As you watch quarterbacks, you see the Tom Brady's or the Aaron Rodgers, the guys that somehow, I don't care where that flag goes, they know a flag is thrown, and the opportunity they have with that ball is a free opportunity, and they always try to take advantage of it.
There's your basketball player, Rico Gathers.
Man, let me tell you, guys, let me just tell you, man, when I first came over to the complex in Valley Ranch, and I saw this guy in shorts, I said, who put Zeus on the football field? This dude here looks like Zeus out of a uniform. It's a big dude, and boy, they're bouncing off him there.
He only's I believe he's had 7 plays coming into this game that he's played in the preseason.
But you can see some athletic ability right there.
Basketball player at Baylor, making the transition to football. Rod Smith up the middle. First down and then some.
Rod Smith, again, the brother of Jalen. Cowboys' second-round pick out of Notre Dame, who obviously won't be seeing a lot of action early. They're hoping to get him late.
That's Rod Smith played at Ohio State.
Nice run there. Not a lot of moves with that one, just straight up the field.
He averaged 5 yards a carry for the Buckeyes in his career. Played 40 games for Ohio State. Just 107 carries in college.
You guys, I know we got a penalty here, but this line has opened up some holes here tonight. You know, and what I find interesting is, you know, one of the conversations I had with Jerry, which edified me, was how difficult it was for him and the Cowboys to find offensive linemen, free agent offensive linemen to come in because of the great offensive linemen that you have. People want to go where there's opportunity, as opposed to some young guy saying, I want to go and learn from those guys so I can have a long career. I found that interesting as we had a conversation about it.
1st and 15. Looking for Andy Jones. Showers winds up down.
Yeah, it takes a big shot at the end, and so the ball sails on him a little bit because he can't step into the throw. And again, that's kind of going back, Michael Showers. You play with the 2s and the 3s, and hey, they're all trying, but we know how hard it is to find 5 offensive linemen and get them to play with continuity as starters. Now you're just throwing a mismatch out there, and
we just gave them a compliment on opening holes now. So so it's better and easier to work together as we mush forward to open a hole.
There we go.
But it's a lot more difficult to work together as we fall back and protect. And it really is.
Now, there's a lot of coordination in that.
Right. The people don't understand.
And, gains, and they're stunting and they're blitzing. And
who has who?
All it takes
where's
is one
my
false
man?
Step. Yeah.
I used that on TV one time, the terminology, because I was coming off Dancing with the Stars. I said, you know, offensive linemen are like me and my partner, you know. You have to step together. Obviously, I wasn't stepping together with her. That's why I was getting scores like 13 and 12 out of a possible 30.
Now, Michael, you're an athlete. I saw that as her fault.
Oh, great job.
Come on. She wasn't stepping with you is the way I saw that go down.
Great job.
Right?
Way to save me there, baby. Way to save me.
2 left feet, I saw her.
Lucky Whitehead.
All right, now go ahead and go for it here, Bill, on 4th down.
Yes.
We've seen Houston do it 3 times.
Down by 4, 7.5 minutes to play.
Smart by Lucky Whitehead. Get the ball, get down, and get right upfield.
Yep.
He had just a small possibility of breaking through that and really making something happen, as opposed to like most young guys, he'll catch that ball there and start dancing. You can dance in high school. You may even have one or 2 dance in college. In here, you'll get hurt dancing.
And some people can even go dancing with the stars.
Yes.
Huh?
Are you surprised Calvin Johnson's doing that now?
That's a big dancer.
That is
Whoa.
Showers trying to keep it alive, but goes down.
I mean, that was just rush hour traffic right there. He dodges one car, and here comes another, and pocket collapses.
And
great
the ball
example.
goes over.
What we're talking about right there, babe. About who knows, knowing who blocks who in that situation, and that was a breakdown.
21-17. Now is a good time to order a Papa John's pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
And the officials missed one on there on that last play. Jameel Showers, we'll show you in a minute here, but he got face masked. Jason Garrett was saying, hey, look at the big board here. Of course, the officials don't use that.
Tom Savage hands off to Akeem Hunt. And it's Deion King there first to stop him.
We go back, and Joel Heath, number 93, comes from the right side of your screen at the end of this. Not yet, but you'll see it coming up. Reaches in with that left hand, and there you see the hand on the face mask and turns Jameel Showers' head with that there. So that should have been flagged, should have been an automatic first down, but they missed one there. We don't miss many, but they missed that one.
One of the things that we were talking about just a minute ago here is, as I watched Tim Tebow this week try out for baseball, everybody was talking about the toughest thing in sport is to handle a fastball at home plate. And I was sitting there thinking, I like to beg to differ. I think one of the toughest things in sports is handling a blitz that has broken down. You know, in baseball, okay, I may miss the ball, but in football, I'm going to get hit in the mouth as a quarterback. I much rather miss that ball than get hit in the mouth.
I say there's no crying in baseball, but there's a lot of pain in football.
There's a lot of pain.
You can't hit the fastball, then try a curveball.
I mentioned yesterday, as Sean Lee received the Defensive Player of the Year award. Dave Robinson, the Green Bay Packers linebacker who was inducted in the Hall of Fame in 2013, said, to play football, you got to like the taste of blood, and then you realize 50% of the time it's your own blood.
Your own blood.
That's a little sobering.
3rd and 9.
And challenging bit.
Had plenty of time, and it's complete. Denham on the receiving end. Now let's go down to the sideline and welcome in Ezekiel Elliott to talk with us here. This is Bill Jones, Babe Laufenberg, and the playmaker Michael Irvin. Zeke, we appreciate you joining us. How's the view down there on the sideline? You ready for a regular season game?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely ready for this regular season startup.
You're all concerned about your endurance, Ezekiel. Obviously, you had the hamstring to start a camp and just got a few carries last week against Seattle.
I'm not really too concerned about my shape right now. I've been thinking I've been doing a good job of working hard in practice and, finishing my runs hard in practice, trying to finish to the end zone at the end of every set. So, hopefully I'll be ready.
I've always loved runners are just runners, and these guys seem like they will run forever. Zeke, last week in that game in Seattle, man, we were talking about this earlier. You showed everything in that one game, your ability to hit outside, hit the hole, pick up blocks on the blitz. But one of the things everybody's talking about is how you went at the biggest hitter in our league in Cam Chancellor. How much did you think about that prior to the game against Seattle?
That's just my running style. I'm a physical running back. I'll try to wear the defense down in the first 2 quarters, set the tone, let them know. I'm a run physical. By the time you get to the second half, you can make a couple safeties miss.
And Zeke, I hope people don't mind me using this term, but that was kind of like prison yard mentality. Let me go after the baddest guy in the league to make sure everybody else knows, don't bother me, because when you go at Cam Chancellor, that sends a message across to all other safeties, hey, I will run you over also. Do you think about things like that?
I just try to go out there and set the tone, try to set the tone for the game, try to show them that we're going to be a physical output and just that we're going to be physical all game.
Hey, Ezekiel, I know this is all new to you as well, but what's impressed you about Dak Prescott, who's going to be making the start at quarterback against the Giants here on September 11th?
He's just a pro in everything we do, just when you see him go to work every day, you get his test, it's just his personality, he's competitive. When he gets in there, he's very poised, nothing seems to rattle him, and so that's why he's successful.
And Ezekiel, you've had all these steps of you get drafted, obviously, with 4th pick in the draft. You have that moment, you hug the commissioner, you go up to Seattle, you make a name for yourself in just a limited number of carries, as Michael said, taking on Cam Chancellor. The next step, obviously, will be September 11th. How excited are you to come in here, play at AT&T Stadium in a full house, New York Giants, national TV?
I'm juiced up for opening day. I'm just ready to get out there and it's a football game.
Zeke, they have boosted up their defensive line for this offensive line here in Dallas. And I guarantee you they will be coming at you because they're going to want to put the game in the hands of the young Dak Prescott. How ready are you for that?
Well, we got the best offensive line in the league, so we're going to run the ball regardless. And, I think we got enough weapons on offense where they can't really try to – I don't think they can try to cut either run game or the pass game out. We got too many weapons outside. We got a great quarterback, great tight end, great O-line. So, I'm pretty balanced all around.
Ezekiel, we appreciate it. Cowboys football continues in a moment. Cowboys and the Texans. There you see Ezekiel Elliott and Dak Prescott. All smiles on that sideline. They'll be very serious here in a week from Sunday when the New York Giants are here. Jamil Showers hitting the end zone, and he goes down. Texans say it's a safety.
And it is.
And it is.
Easy to say it from here. I always say, Michael, easy to play quarterback from 200 feet in the air, but somehow that ball has got to get out of his hand. He feels that pocket collapsing, and he knows he's in the end zone. Boy, is it collapsing. Houston just comes with a little delayed blitz, rush 6, and
Shaquille Rashad was the first to get to Showers in the end zone.
All a learning process, huh?
It's all a learning process.
So it's 23-17, a 6-point lead for the Texans. Monday night, the Cowboys hosted a practice at the Star in Frisco with special members of the Dallas Cowboys alumni. You see Tony Dorsett was in attendance. Mel Renfro, Hall of Famer, was there. Leroy Jordan, Thomas Hollywood Henderson there. Alumni and families enjoying a special evening with current players and coaches at the Star. And that's a great tradition that Jason Garrett has really started up in his time as head coach of the Cowboys.
Well, we've just been reviewed here, and the Cowboys will have the football just outside of their own end zone here. The ball is going to be placed at about the 1 foot line.
You know, the officials were very hesitant to call a safety. It was only after they conferred before they made the call.
Well, hopefully they don't get to call one here.
You have right up the middle on 2nd and long. It's now 3rd and long.
I
get a yard.
Usually I thought that, and I started to say it, but I must admit, being a rookie up here, I didn't have enough courage because I thought, I was like, wow, they used to give forward progress, and that would not have been a sack. But they corrected it.
And again, that was not a challenge because it was a scoring play. It was a safety. You don't often see safeties reviewed, but any scoring play is reviewed, and that's what it was.
3rd and long. And it's picked. And it's a touchdown. Antonio Allen finds the end zone.
Gavin Escobar just running a little out route, 10-yard out route on the right side, and bobbled it a little. We'll get a better look here. Does he have his hands on it? Got to work back to that football, Michael.
Yeah.
It looked like he pulled his shoulders back a little bit and allowed the defender to come underneath it.
And here again, it's just that little bit.
Yeah.
And let this be, for everyone watching, a great appreciation for what we were talking about. Jason Witten does so well.
Yep.
It's not
exactly right.
It's not that you go get open. It's that you know exactly when to be open. And that's the kind of situation you fall into. Speaking of, those guys are talking about it. Let's make sure we don't have any of those next week. You see Dak Prescott and Jason Witten discussing that very thing.
And I'm not putting that on Escobar.
This is the 2-minute warning.
By working back to the football a little bit.
Absolutely. And protecting the ball with his big body.
2-minute warning in Arlington. At AT&T Stadium, the Cowboys celebrated the annual kickoff luncheon with Happy Hill Farm. Former and current Cowboy players joined together to honor the kids of Happy Hill Farm. You can watch the entire luncheon on DallasCowboys.com and learn more about Happy Hill Farm. Go to CowboysForKids.org. It's a great tradition the Cowboys have kicking off the new season. Less than 2 minutes to go in this preseason. The Texans now have a 28-17 lead. As it turns out, the Cowboys would have preferred the safety rather than the pick six.
Can we call that the lesser of two evils there, Bill?
That's what it was. Dax Swanson on the return, and one more chance for Jameel Showers.
Michael, I want to go to Dak Prescott here, who's obviously going to be the starter September 11th, and everything's been great. I always remember Wyatt Tittle. I was at an event, and Wyatt Tittle, the Hall of Fame quarterback from the Giants, said there's 4 stages to a quarterback's career. He said you're young and promising. Then stage 2, you're the backup. Anybody wants to see you play because they know the starter isn't worth a darn. Stage 3, you become the starter. Anybody wants to know why would they play you because you're terrible. He said stage 4, they throw you dinners and tell you how great you were. Dak got the biggest ovation yesterday at the lunch, and he's in stage 1 right now.
and everybody loving him.
Yeah. Isn't that a great stage to be in, though, Michael?
It is a great stage to be in, and we need to, because everybody's excited about what we've seen in the preseason. And Babe, you and I was talking about this off camera. We have to be careful here. This will not just be a great ascend to greatness. There are going to be peaks and valleys here. But I'd rather have a valley knowing that there's great calls coming later. He's learning, and he's going to be something great later on, instead of just having a valley with backup quarterbacks that will not be around the next year.
No, he definitely shows enough as this ball gets completed out of bounds to Andy Jones. Definitely shown enough that you're excited about what's about to happen.
Right.
But I always remember you were there. Troy Aikman's rookie year, right? We got a Hall of Fame quarterback there, right? 1989, go to New Orleans. I think we had about 100 yards of total offense. New Orleans threw every blitz. The one we came off, I told Troy after that game, I said, Troy, you know the good news? And we got shut out 28-0. I said, I know that wasn't good, but the good news is you just saw every blitz that the NFL can possibly concoct. Because if we had 28 pass plays, I swear to you, New Orleans brought 28 different blitzes, and they were really good on defense at that time.
Swilling,
Sam Mills.
Ricky Williams,
Ricky Jackson, Hall of Famer.
Right, absolutely. Ricky Jackson.
So will the Giants be pinning their ears back, or do the Cowboys have enough with the run game and so forth to offset that?
What's interesting in this situation, the Giants went out and spent a lot of money on that defensive line. They'll give that defensive line the opportunity to see if they can disrupt first, and then they will, if they have to, absolutely start pinning their ears and coming after it.
Well, here's some good news. If you want some good news, Bill, the Giants gave up the second most passing yards in NFL history last year. Now, as Michael said, they're trying to address that problem, but I don't know if you go from second worst in NFL history to a really good pass defense. So,
fourth down here. Showers trying to keep it alive, but it goes off the hands of Andy Jones out of bounds, and the ball will go over with 1:25 left to play in this preseason. The Reliant Bring the Energy Player of the Game. Reliant keeps you powered at home, at work, and on the go. How about Michael Irvin, the playmaker, is our Reliant Bring the Energy Player of the Game.
You know what this is, Michael? This is stage 4, like Ryan Tittle was talking. Are you going to tell you on stage 4? He's the player of the game and he didn't play. That's how good Michael is.
Oh, that's all right there. I tell you, it is fun being up here with you guys.
We enjoy having. I don't want to say we, because Bill's in charge.
I enjoy it. I really do.
Thoroughly enjoy it.
I enjoyed everybody. We had
Michael
Darryl
still
Johnston
has
kicking it off.
That's right.
Campo.
Yep. Michael still has the energy that he played with on the field up here in the broadcast.
Hey, getting back to Dak, and I know that everybody says, Michael, they'll just blitz the heck out of him, rookie quarterback, all this. You blitz, you're in single coverage. I don't want to leave Des Bryant singled up.
And here you have two choices. You're going to leave him singled up, but you're also excluding the feet gifts of Dak Prescott, because now if everybody blitz and everybody's running away, covering, now this kid breaks off, and he's very, very good at running while keeping his eyes upfield looking for the play. So that's the extra that he has, Dak Prescott has, that other guys, young guys, and Troy Aikman probably didn't have, and he took on those 28 blitz.
Troy wasn't bad when he was younger.
He could get once he get running, he could run. Yeah. But to make the decision to change directions and run right now, that took a little something.
Well, it's interesting. I always remember reading this quote, and I was young. I was real young. But I thought, well, that's really strange, because I loved Roger Staubach, and I loved watching him run around and doing all the scrambling, right? Roger the Dodger. Tom Landry said he runs because he doesn't know how to play the position. And I thought, well, that's crazy. I love it. But then I understood what he was saying. Once you learn to really play that position, like Troy didn't need to leave the pocket. He was 1-2-3 ball out, 1-2-3 ball out. So it's going to take Dak more than one game, obviously, but it's going to be very, very fun September 11th when we come back here to AT&T Stadium.
That's exactly right. And Roger learned how to play the position
he did okay.
28-17 the final score. And now this from your local station.